Time is often treated like an abstract resource, something that feels renewable because each day appears to reset the clock. Yet the economic reality is far less forgiving, and the cost of time quietly compounds in ways most people never measure. Consider a simple scenario where two individuals earn the same hourly income, yet one consistently trades time directly for money while the other gradually shifts towards systems that earn without constant input. And while both may appear financially similar in the beginning, the long-term divergence begins not with income level, but with how time is allocated and valued. The core concept is that time carries an implicit price far beyond your hourly wage, because every hour spent is also an hour not invested elsewhere. And this introduces a hidden layer of opportunity cost that most people overlook. When someone earns, for example, $20 per hour, it is easy to assume that an hour of their time is worth exactly that amount. But this framing ignores the compounding potential of time redirected toward higher leverage activities, such as skill development, asset creation, or scalable systems. Over time, the difference between linear effort and leveraged effort becomes significant, not because one works harder, but because one reallocates time toward outcomes that persist. Psychologically, people tend to undervalue future time while overvaluing immediate comfort, which leads to decisions that feel efficient in the moment but are expensive over longer horizons. Choosing convenience, avoiding short-term discomfort, or delaying skill acquisition can all appear rational on a daily basis. Yet these choices accumulate into patterns that restrict earning potential. This is not a matter of discipline alone, but of perception, because if time is viewed only through the lens of immediate exchange, its broader economic role remains invisible. From a mathematical perspective, the cost of time becomes clearer when viewed through compounding scenarios. If 1 hour is invested into learning a skill that increases earning capacity by a small percentage, that gain does not remain isolated. It affects every future hour worked. For example, a modest 5% increase in earning capacity, applied consistently over years, produces a cumulative effect that far exceeds the original time investment. In contrast, time spent purely in linear exchange produces returns that reset after each transaction, with no residual growth. Zooming out, modern economic systems tend to reward those who can decouple time from income, whether through ownership, automation, or scalable output, while those who remain tied to direct exchange often experience slower financial progression despite consistent effort. This is not a flaw in individual behavior, but a structural characteristic of how value is distributed, where leverage amplifies outcomes and repetition maintains them. The shift, then, is not simply about working more or even earning more, but about recognizing time as a finite asset with multiple potential uses, each carrying different long-term consequences. When time is evaluated not just by what it earns today, but by what it enables tomorrow, decisions begin to change in subtle ways. And over extended periods, those small changes can alter financial trajectories without requiring dramatic action. In the end, the real cost of time is not measured by the hours you spend, but by the opportunities those hours replace. And once that perspective becomes clear, time stops being just something you use and becomes something you allocate with intent.